Hello everyone, welcome back to the Fire Emblem Advent Calendar. Today is day 20, and today we're going to be talking about my second favorite Fire Emblem unit, Peleus. Alright, so my first Fire Emblem game was Radiant Dawn. I talked about those previous parts. And Peleus was kind of in a way my first lord. Like, my character was basically the lord, but like, like kind of the prince of the kingdom. And as a kid, I've suffered from like major anxiety and stuff, and just like a whole bunch of shyness crap. It's just like, I don't know, like I just see Peleus and I see him like kind of work through that, and I don't know, I just thought it should like be really rewarding. As a kid, I would have like major just like anxiety attacks. Whenever I would be late for school, I wouldn't want to enter the building because I was scared of everyone like looking at me. It was that bad, so I just wouldn't show up to school sometimes. Anyways, like I take like this medicine now, so it's not as bad, but like it got really bad sometimes, and some days I'd just be so nervous and just like talking to people and stuff. I would actually just like call home almost like every day. Like I just did not want to be at school. But honestly, just seeing Peleus just like go through all this like weird anxiety and just it's just like just kind of feels rewarding just to see someone go through that and like really help me out. Honestly, Peleus, like I won't lie, he sucks, but
He sucks, but he's my second favorite.
yeah, but honestly, like he's not as bad as people make him out to be. He has really high strength, and because of that, he's able to like wield siege stones really well. He can pretty much double with them pretty well. Maybe not all the time, but like, come on, like he's so good. Plus,
He's got a solid speed growth too. I think his speed growth is like 60% or something.
yeah, and even without like, yeah, he's actually got like the only high speed growth of mages in the game. And even then, like because like the strength stuff with like like weights the weapons, he can really wield that out. And I don't know, just seeing Peleus just like kind of confront things he's scared of, like the Binyon Senate, and just seeing him actually vomit during his conversation. Well, actually, like he said, like he's about to vomit or something. He actually got literally sick from talking to, I think his name was Lakin.
Lacane, yeah.
Yeah, Lacane. I
Fuck
just
that guy.
yeah, that guy sucks. But just seeing conversations like that, dude, and just seeing him just keep working through it, and even whenever like he was scared of losing, because like spoilers, so I put it in the beginning of the video. Whenever he's scared of just like losing someone who's his mother, when like really it's not his mom, but he actually went forward and he's like, yeah, I'm sorry, I'm not your son. I really wish I was. I really wish I had a family, but this is the truth. He's able to just go through stuff. He's able to work through it. Even whenever he's scared, like Tibarn's like, are you sure you want to be on the battlefield, dude? You just like seem so scared. He's like, no, I'm gonna fight. He loves his country so much, and I just really respect Peleus because of that.
Well, what I like about Peleus is the fact that, like, yeah, like you said, he loves his country a lot. Like, he's willing to basically make deals with the devil to save his country. And because, like, if he rebels against Benyon, Dane's screwed, dude. They are gonna get annihilated. So he's like, I have to make dumb decisions to save the people, even if that means sacrificing. Kind of like with Micaiah. The reason why him and Micaiah work really well, kind of work, I guess, supposedly well together, is the fact that like they're both willing to make sacrifices for the greater good. They're both greater good mindset people, and lots of people just don't understand that. So that's why Micaiah and Peleus get so much hate, is because they're thinking short-term loss, long-term gain. Sacrifice a few to save the masses, and it's a really interesting kind of concept for them to be doing that in a Fire Emblem game. But like, I enjoy using Peleus. I use him every freaking time, every single time. He's phenomenal. I always get him to he's always my dark magic tome user. Fun fact: if you bring him to the tower and you get siege tomes, you can have him carry a siege tome and get it blessed, and then you have an infinite use siege tome for for him or for Layrod, which is just the funniest, stupidest, or Sephiron. Sorry, I forget which one he goes by when you have him, but same thing. Anyway, just the fact that you can like run around and just be like, yo, dragon foe, slap that on him, and then he just nukes dragons from like with the dark siege tome is just the funniest freaking thing. It's just like, yeah, get out of here, you're all fodder. He's great. He's basically like a Nino, but just overall better. A lot of people don't like him because of when he joins in the midst of the battle. You don't get him in the base, or otherwise like you'd be able to slap on Paragon on him. That's what a lot of people have an issue with, is the fact that he joins at a really weird time and like he's under leveled compared to other units at that point, but he can still perform. I get him to almost promotion on that chapter with no Paragon. I still get him to almost promotion tier, just because dark tomes hit like a truck. It's great.
They really do, and even like if you have trouble, like if I remember correctly, Alencia's in that party and she has Mercy. Like she literally sets up kills. That's her whole kit.
Oh yeah, I take that off and sell it. But
I think the biggest problem for Peleus in terms of gameplay isn't the fact that he joined so late, because we've seen a ton of Fire Emblem characters who don't have the greatest stats late game, but you know, through favoritism, they can become a god unit. Especially when you're a mage, you can become really good with enough investment. But the hardest thing for Peleus is he joins right before you select characters for the tower, and it's very hard to pick like Peleus over like fucking Nate Sala, the Lion King.
Oh,
well, yeah, but here's the base. And you get him. There's still another entire map before you pick for the tower. You could easily have him promoted.
I think JVR's
Slap
like
on
it's just
Beast
Well, like when you're only allowed to bring like 7-ish characters, right?
Mhm.
Like 7 to 10.
Like you've probably
And
got that many
and I'm-
favorites by that point.
yeah.
Like it's just one of those things where it's like, yeah, exactly. Follow saying, I played the game for like 40 hours, right? I've had like all these experiences of like, oh my god, my Fiona popped off and has so much strength and speed. Of course, I'm gonna bring her for this run, and then
Yeah.
you're stuck there with like, I could train up Peleus, but I already have a couple weaker units because that were fun to train throughout the run. So I'm gonna bring I can't say his name on YouTube. The Lion King.
Yeah. And
Yeah, it's very weird you can't say his name in YouTube
and
videos.
either way, like you might be training someone like Kurth Naga in the tower or something
Yeah.
if you're gonna do that.
Mhm.
Not
Peleus is really, really cool. I enjoy using him. I understand where JBR is coming from, but you don't get him like the last chapter before, like the one of the final chapters for his army before the tower. You get him the first chapter of that party before the tower, but like 2 turns in. So you still got another full map to train him up. And when that map has Lagoos, when that map has dragons, and he's got siege tomes
Dragons?
and thunder magic and a defense set that'll actually help him survive against red dragons,
and Mercy.
and he can.
Although
Yeah,
Mercy isn't
and
too
Mercy.
reliable.
Well, yeah, but it's a thing that you can do.
Mhm.
But like the potential is there for him to be awesome. But like as JBR said, you've developed all these characters along the way, and it's like, am I really gonna drop a character I've used for like the last 40 freaking hours for a guy that just decided to show up now? Like I get that mindset, but like when I play Radiant Dawn, I was trying to make sure I have one person that can use each legendary weapon type in the game. So I need a dark magic user, and that has to be Peleus. He's the only one you get.
Wait, I want to go back to something you said earlier about the red dragons. You said Peleus is good against dragons?
He
oh
has
no, is
thunder
this gonna be
magic.
one of those jokes?
He has
Dragon
thunder
these
magic.
nuts across your face!
I called
Oh!
it. I called it.
Do.
Jake had foresight right there.
Anyway,
I'm sorry,
yeah,
Jake.
he's got
It's all good.
great potential. It's just it all depends on how you play the game as to whether or not you're ever going to use them. That's really what it boils down to. If you're like me and you have to have a character for each weapon type, you have to use them. You're not given an option. Otherwise, you will never be able to use Dark Tomes.
Okay.
Sephiran.
Well, yeah, but you can't bless the Dark Tomes because there's no one to use it.
True.
That's true.
Yep.
Yeah.
So what's really cool about Peleus, this is one thing that I really enjoy about him, is I've always been a fan in video games of like a secret character or like some secret stuff
Mhm.
that like throughout multiple playthroughs you find out about.
Mhm.
I love that Peleus isn't a character you get right away. Right? You have to play the game multiple times to even unlock the situation where you can recruit him.
You have to kill him the first playthrough. You don't have an option.
Yeah, you have to
Right.
literally kill him so that in future playthroughs you can play as him. It's pretty funny. Pretty funny.
Yeah. And then even then
and
you can just kill him
All the
again
same
if you
time.
want in the second playthrough. It's like, guys, what?
That's what I do. It's kind of funny.
About Peleus, I actually didn't play Radiant Dawn all the way through the first time, so I never got to play with him since I never got the second, save.
Can Sacred Stones be the best game if you've not played any other games?
But yes, of course.
Hmm.
Yeah, I would think so. But anyway, with Peleus, I just enjoy his story presence quite a lot. Like as Jig said, with his nervousness, it's really cool to see a character that really goes through like the depths of all that stuff. I think I know there's a lot of talk around him and the whole blood curse thing, and how like I know that the plot behind the blood curse itself is a little bit sloppy, but I don't think how Peleus handles it is sloppy, because with the information he has,
Thank
he
you.
does. Because everything he has, he about as best as he could. He's like, well, this is not good. I'm scared, and handles it as such. But he handles it basically the best he can.
To be honest, Micaiah was dumber with the whole blood sacrifice, whatever the hell.
Whoa! I'm on for like 5 seconds. What the
Bro,
hell?
Micaiah was so dumb. Micaiah was so dumb.
I gotta
Again,
agree.
we're based.
Micaiah episode, okay?
I agree.
You already got your time to sim.
This like with that is like it's weird. Like a lot of people are like, oh, he shouldn't have trusted Azuka, but literally Azuka raised him. Azuka was his father, even though like he later grew to like hate Azuka. Like
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
like what? Like are you saying like to not trust like your dad or something? Like
Yeah,
I don't
exactly.
know.
I
Like,
think
a lot
Fire
of-
Emblem fans see that, and it's like, oh, Azuka's up.
Based.
Means that you shouldn't trust him. If imagine if Azuka just had a Chad portrait, everyone would be like, oh yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
Orson.
Imagine being that much of a Chad.
Yo, Azuka is just ugly Orson.
No.
And that if Azuka was hot, a follow would love Azuka.
That's
Don't at
literally
me.
untrue.
Don't at me. Don't at me.
I haven't played Radiant Dawn yet, but something that I do know is the fact that apparently Peleus is such a badass that he actually charmed the spirit when he was 13 years old, and that's where he got his mark. It's not a Lagoon mark. Spoiler alert.
True.
Wow. I
Yeah.
actually didn't know that. That's pretty cool.
He has a convo with I think it's like Soren. He's like, hey, you also have a marker. So I was like, no, I'm actually branded. This is what this mark means. And then that's when Peleus starts to suspect his heritage.
Oh.
Yeah.
But yeah, like that's one reason why Peleus is just so good at magic. I say that whenever he's a growth unit, lol.
Well,
So,
I mean, honestly, like, from the standpoint of like a regular human being, he's like a god of magic. It's just among your armies, not really.
One thing that I find interesting when it comes to Peleus is the fact that like you actually need to do some really weird things to get the true ending, and like it's really obtuse. It's like you have to bring Black Knight into the final chapter part 1. You have to fight Soren versus Micaiah in the Grail Mercenary versus Dawn Brigade chapter. Then you also have to like have Soren fight Peleus in the final chapter of part 3. And it's just a whole lot of really weird stuff. But if you pull it off, it's a really cool true ending.
And
In
just really
terms of like how they
rewarding.
Yes, it's a lot of work. And it's sometimes very tricky because sometimes units could just level up like shit and then you just can't do it. But if you could pull it off, it's really interesting to find this out.
If I remember correctly, one of the requirements is literally having Ike face the Black Knight, which is
Yeah.
probably one of the toughest ones because it could literally just game over you because Eclipse LMAO.
Yeah,
I think you just use
time.
I think you just use a card in order to not get countered.
Honestly, I just have him like I have the Black Knight initiate from a distance, and then I just like get Ike the hell out of there.
Yeah. And then you have to like seek Snorin. I said Snorin. Soren in there too.
True,
It's
that's
just really
Soren.
tricky.
SMH.
Yeah, like I go Soren. I've actually fly Soren in from the north, and then I do a hit against Micaiah, and then I just like carry him. I just like Jill / Har him up, like rescue and Kanto up. I'm like, it's a hit and run, man. It's very difficult to get everything to get that true ending, but Peleus is part of it. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Any final thoughts, guys?
Peleus more base than people give him credit for.
Base.
Yeah.
Preach it.
Peleus, big brain, Micaiah, small brain.
But he can't be based. He's more of a growth unit.
Alright.
If Peleus was forced to play it instead of Micaiah, Peleus would be better.
Dude, can someone make that a ROM hack, please? Now I want that.
Make what a ROM hack? Sorry.
Make it to where Peleus is replaced with Micaiah. Heck, in your randomizer, Peleus is a light mage.
He is a Micaiah, and he's really freaking good. He capped every stat, bro. Like I think he capped every stat but luck, and he was only level like 15 or something. I'm like, you know what? Screw it. I'm gonna promote this boy. He's doing great.
Yeah. But yeah, if someone makes that a ROM or something where they just replace Peleus and Micaiah, like they swap him or something, please send it to me. I'm sorry, send me official Nintendo hardware.
Yeah. Somebody send him a Wii and he'll play a hacked game on it.
Yeah. You mean an official game that just happens to have a weird glitch where
yeah, that's a hell of a glitch. It looks like a lady. We'll see you guys next time for the last round of our top 5 each of our number 1 units that we picked. And oh boy, are you guys in for a hell of a ride. Let the simping commence.
Go back and watch the last day where I sim for Shamir.
Also hit the replay button on this one.
Get you another dose of Armor Knight Flame.
True.
Yo, and we don't say this enough. Actually, I don't think we said it all, but for the love of God, please sub to our boy Jig. He's the awesome one that put all this together. He's an amazing guy, and of course you should, like, comment, subscribe to all of us too. But we'll talk about that later. No. But definitely subscribe to Jig. This was all his idea. He approached us, and we're like, "Yo, this sounds fun." And he's going through all the hard work of editing. He deserves all the subs he can get. So please, my Christmas gift, sub to Jig.
BA doesn't know I haven't edited his latest one.
You monster.
Just joking. Alright, well, we'll go and see you guys next time. Bye!
Bye.
Later.